What's up, YouTube? My name is John Jags, and today I want to ask you a big question. Do you like text? Do you like making your text look better? Well, let me show you how to use the wiggly tool on the text animator in After Effects to make some better looking dynamic text. So let's dive right into After Effects, and I'll show you how to use this quick tool to make your text look cool and maybe make it look like this little intro thing. Alright, so we are in After Effects, and what we're going to do is, here is the practice comp that I was just playing around with, and now we're going to learn how to do this. So let's just open up a new composition. We'll call this tutorial comp. I'm just going to set this to 30 frames just because I like 30 frames for motion graphics, but 23.976 for cinema stuff. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's make some text. So what do you like? I like food. I don't know. Bao. I like chashu bao. Probably my favorite thing in the world. So if you don't know what that is, look it up. How to do the wiggly text effect. So to start, we could do a couple of things. If we wanted to wiggle the entire text, we could just hit P on the keyboard, then hit position, alt click, wiggle. Let's say every 1 second I want you to move 10. So it'll move every 1 second and move by a factor of 10, and we can bump that up to like 100, and it'll move a lot more. We can bump up the wiggle amount, so say 50, and now it's moving all crazy. But what if we wanted to do the letters? Well, what you could do is you could separate each letter, so just make 3 separate, like 1, 2, 3, and be like B and O, and then A, and then turn off the bottom layer, and oh god, like it kind of does it, and I could move the letters around, but there's a big problem. That's a lot of layers to deal with, and we don't want to have to deal with a lot of layers. We just want to do it once and not have to think about it. So what we're going to do, turn our main text back on. I'm going to go to the position, turn that off. You know what, let's just make new text layer. So that my favorite game is, I don't know, World of Warcraft, and I like playing a rogue, so rogue. Cool. Do you play a rogue? I don't know. If you play World of Warcraft, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to add all transform properties because we like to change everything. And what we're going to do is now under this animator, this is where all the fun things are going to happen. We're going to go to add to the animator selector and wiggly, and nothing happened. But if we go through the timeline, nothing happened. It's because the animator and the wiggly are trying to work together, so the animator it's not animating anything right now. So all the values, anchor point, position, scale, skew axis, rotation, and opacity are not doing anything, so they're not different. And so the wiggle, it's doing something, but it's not changing anything. So it's doing the wiggle in the background, but it's not doing anything. But if we change the position, oh, now it moved. And then if we play it back, now it's moving the X because we changed the position of the animator to just move the X. So now it's going back and forth, left and right. Now if we change it up and down, so let's just say position 30, 30, and hello. Now it's doing this wiggle thing for the position, and we can change any of these properties. So scale, let's just change everything just for fun. And we could just change the opacity to like 0. So now it's gonna go in between and just do anything. So that's cool. Now we're doing all the letters, and you can go into more options, group alignment, and set the, so if you look at if you scroll in, there's these little X's. This is where like the anchor point of the letter is. So I normally keep the X set to 0, but like the group, the second value, the Y, I normally set that to like -50%, and that kind of brings it closer to the center of the letter. Maybe just bring it down just a little bit, like kind of just have it aligned with the little boundary box of the word, just so you know, and then let's hit Control at home to set the anchor point of the entire layer. And now it's doing its thing. So you can just take this for what it is and just do that. But we can add a couple more things. So let's go to Property. Let's go to Fill Color, RGB. And then if we notice, now it's doing a whole little wiggly thing on the colors. So that's kind of cool. Then we could change, like, I don't know, add another property, the blur if we wanted to. We can just set the blur amount. So that's gonna wiggle the blur. Cool. So that's wiggling the text. Now I want to show you a practical application of this. So let's go into the wiggly selector, and this is where you can adjust all the properties of the wiggle. So first things first, we'll look at the max and min amount. So it's saying that, like, any value of the animator that we're looking at, move it by plus or minus 100% of that. So it'll go from 30 to negative 30. It'll go from 100 to 155 and so on. So, and everything on the opposite end as well. So, and we can change the wiggle per second. So let's just say that like to 20. And now it's just all over the place. Let's get rid of the blur because it's all once. Let's just reset everything except for the position and the scale. Let's just reset everything for now, just so that we have a blank slate. Still wiggling the color. I like that effect, so we're just gonna keep that. But let's just change the position by 100, and then the scale by 200. So now it's all over the place. So I want to give you the application that you could use this for. We're gonna set the min and max mode. We're gonna set a keyframe, and we're gonna set those to toggle hold keyframes. And to do that, just right click on keyframes, toggle hold, and then we'll go hit page down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then we'll set that to 0, 0. And now it's back, because now it's not wiggling anything from the animator. So if we take this layer, just move it down a little bit, it's kind of like this glitchy sort of wiggle effect. Like, it's giving you an application. You can just use this little animation preset as a sort of glitch effect. And what's cool is you can go into the animation properties and you can change the, I don't know, the skew as well. You can just bump the position way up, so like 500, and boop, and it does that sort of whole like glitchy, like the words are like, it wants to be a word, but then it's like really hesitant, and it's just like, okay, I'm a word. So there you go. That's a little wiggle effect that you can use in your After Effects projects, and you can do a lot of cool things with it. And then what you also could do is just hit U. Let's go back to the keyframes and just like, let's go 10 frames forward. So you hit Shift, page down, and we'll go 10 frames. So, boop. And then if you go to the 5th frame in between the 10, we can just set that to 50%. So it kind of has like, it goes, changes by a factor of 100% to, then it goes 50%, and then 0%. Oh, sorry, negative 50%. I'm a derp. So minimum amount negative 50%. Why is it not working? But minimum amount negative 50%. So it kind of changed. It's a little bit more dynamic, and like has a slight gradual shift down, but still is like all over the place. So that's the wiggly tool text animator thing. Something I don't see a lot of people use, and you don't really think about it. And it's like whenever you see, oh, I want to change a bunch of things all at once for some text, they just break it up into a bunch of layers, and I'm like, stop it. Much faster way. And I hope that you can use this tool in the future. So thank you so much for watching. My name is John Jags, and I will see you guys in that next tutorial or video or vlog. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be fun. All right, bye.